Hello, my name is Mike, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time, here on planet Eos, we did a bunch of very minor and very boring side quests, but we also did a couple of interesting things. Here on planet Eos, we have 88% viability, and I currently have one more quest I can do. It's making an impression. I need to place a couple of seismic hammers, and I'm hoping that gets me up to 100% viability, but if it doesn't, then that's fine. We are good for now, I think. Once we are done doing this seismic hammer, we're just going to take a break from planet Eos, and if we're not at 100% viability yet, we'll come back later. Because we have been away from the Nexus for far too long. Lots of things we need to take care of there. No, not again! No, not again! Alright, let's place the first mining hammer. Right here. Survey hammer.
Okay, firing the first hammer. Hold on to something.
It's gonna cause a seismic tremor.
Remnant coming from below!
Oh, okay. We're drawing the remnant out, apparently. Good. Let's do some combat. Combat's fun. Oh, sorry, Drac. Is that it? Not yet.
Let's do that again.
Yeah.
That's a big tremor for a couple of remnant. Let's place the next hammer.
Hello, Breacher. I don't think I have you in my... Hold on. No! Why, Cora? Why? Can I scan its remains? No, I can't scan its remains. Alright, some other time, I guess. Why do I have a green person on my map here? Alright, the second hammer is over here. Let's figure out what this is on the way. Got some hostile cat here. As if there were any other kind. No, Danny! When I said you should help take out the cat, I didn't mean you should assault their little fortresses here and there. I meant, like, defend the area.
Pathfinder!
Where are you? I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Hello, Conrad Werner 2.0. What have you gotten yourself into?
Danny, was it? You're safe now.
Is that what first contact is like? This is awful. I can't handle this anymore, but Eos won't beat me. I'm going into remnant study. Machines, right? This time, I'm set for sure.
I believe in you, Danny. I'm sure I won't have to come to your rescue later. You think he'll be fine? I think he'll be fine. I'm sure the remnant technology won't try and tear him apart, too. I'm sure he'll figure himself out. Oh, come on. I don't need Cat here. Alright, run you all over. Nah, I didn't run you all over, apparently. Alright.
Coming through!
Ramming speed! Who needs guns? I can just run these chumps over in my vehicle. Here we go. About 7 of them. My vehicle's taking a lot of damage. But not by those guys. Not anymore, at least. Alright. Yeah, the vehicle is not going to hold together very much longer. We'll have to get out and attack him on foot. Now you, my friend. Hold on. Let me just scope this guy with my pistol.
We've got targets!
Yeah. He's like, oh, that guy's shooting at me. I should probably jump to the right. And then I shot him in the head. Like, I'm just picking this guy off. He's like, oh, better jump to the right. And he is completely not bothered by the fact that I am killing him. And there he goes. Ah, you fool. Ooh, I don't think Gil is going to be happy when we get back. But I suppose that's his problem and not mine.
Company. Looks like they mean business.
What company? Because we already killed all the company in the area. So, investigate the strangers at the site? I'm not sure what strangers there are. I'm here at the site, though. There's... What do you want? What do you want from me, Cora? I don't get it. I am at the site. I don't know what I need to do here, though. I've already killed a bunch of the cat that were guarding that area. Alright, I'm gonna run away, and then I'm gonna run back, and hopefully that'll solve this little glitch. There's nothing here! Cora, please. We've got nothing. I don't know what you want me to do. We're here. We're here and we got everything we needed. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna load from checkpoint or something. Okay, I am going to save and then load and hope that that fixes it. Alright, here we are at Sawtooth Plateau. Here we go. Alright, we've got the stranger back. I don't know what happened to you last time. Yeah, a couple of guys. Hello. You don't have a name, so I'm not going to bother talking to you. Hello. 6M. Or a scout. Hello, scout.
A Pathfinder, huh? No need to ask if you're a friend or foe.
I didn't know anyone from the Nexus was out here.
We're not. We're from the sovereign nation Advent. A few hundred clicks that way. Our nation. No Nexus interference. We didn't come to Andromeda to fuel Directed Tan's regime. In Advent, we're free citizens.
Alright, well, I'm here as a peaceful ambassador of the Nexus.
I've got no problem with you or Advent. I'm here on a mission.
I'm fine with Pathfinders. We've got a job in common. Our water table dropped recently. Like the rivers underground were running dry. We tracked the problem out here.
There's been seismic activity. We're using that and a survey hammer to tap the rivers.
Oh, shit. Advent needs that water supply to stay independent. Would you consider a deal? Our survey showed a massive natural gas deposit nearby. Your hammer taps that instead. We mine the gas and trade it to your outpost. Everyone wins.
That seems like a fair trade, but I don't know, tapping gas. Would the environment like that?
Mining natural gas will damage Eos's atmosphere, just as it recovers.
In what, a few hundred years? We need that water now, and the initiative needs trade. Look, I can't argue with your guns. Just remember there's a lot of citizens downstream.
Alright, well I'll probably tap it. I don't think natural mining, especially by one mining facility, is going to be terrible for this environment. And it's not like short-sighted decisions have ever gotten humans in trouble before, right? Perish the thought.
What's your problem with the Nexus?
I didn't come 2 million light years to dig someone else's ditch. The Nexus wants people to wait for permission before we start our new lives. A lot of us aren't waiting.
Okay.
You're part of an independent nation. What's it like?
Advent. It's small, but growing just fine without Nexus support. Our capital, Aurora, is in a nice hollow of caves. Without those storms, it's cozy.
I'm not sure I understand this game. Like, a bunch of people, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people came here. Yeah, I think they said 20,000 people came to this galaxy, and then everyone just kind of breaks apart and starts trying to form their own nation. It's like, how do you think this is a good idea? But apparently it's fine. They've got an entire city already established, an entire country with, 50 people maybe? I guess that's not the important part. The important part is the fact that it's sustainable, apparently. They have no problem setting up their environment here. And even with, like, the hazardous cloud that was around, that I only recently just got rid of, I guess that did not bother them. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It feels like very bad storytelling.
I'm going.
Good luck out there.
But, yeah, I will place the second hammer at the natural gas site for trade and to help out those people at Advent. This is a peace treaty. This is a peace offering from the Nexus to Advent. Even though we have differences, hopefully we can coexist, apparently.
This is the spot that Advent Scout gave us.
Bugs!
Natural gas, right under our feet.
And soon in the atmosphere.
Oh,
I guess we could go to the other site and tap water for Prodromos. We need to pick.
you are such a negative Nancy, Cora. I mean, one dig site, one survey hammer is not going to destroy the planet.
All right, second hammer, here we go.
Oh, okay, okay. Mining natural gas is normally very safe, except when it's guarded by remnants. And the second hammer goes right here.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Oh boy, mining zones. Sounds exciting.
Last hammer. This should finish the job. Everyone ready?
That is some kind of big remnant monster. You think it's friendly? I think it's friendly. I think we should go make friends. I'm gonna just duck behind here, though. No. Oh, Lord, I'm losing my shield. Something fierce. I am just gonna spray bullets at it and hope that works.
Making reinforcements.
Oh, okay. Let's take out the reinforcements.
There, on its legs.
What? What's on its legs? You want me to shoot its legs? Legs are the weak point. Got it. One leg down, right? He's gonna fall over.
Go for the head.
Go for the head. All right. Oh, his head is going for me. Hold on. I need cover. I need shields. I need to not die, hopefully. It's rain and death over here. Taking cover. Taking cover. It's fine. Everything is fine. I've got this under control. That's right. Fight fire with fire. Or I suppose electricity with electricity.
It made friends.
Oh, of course it did. Going for the legs now. Retreating now. Oh, it can, okay. It can apparently fly around. That is a giant monster worm.
After it.
After it, is it leaving? Take it down! Pop it out of the sky! Oh. Well, I think it's leaving.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Oh, thank you,
You can
Sam.
extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yes, I think now seems like the most appropriate time. Thank you.
Hit the legs.
Hitting the legs. Taking cover.
Made some friends.
It always does. Hit it in the legs.
Taking it apart.
And we're trying piece by piece. Oh, don't fly away again, you pansy. Alright. We'll chase it down one more time.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Well, why don't we do
You
that
can
while we're
extract
chasing it
minerals
down?
via your mining interface.
Is it working?
Heads open. Now's our chance.
Okay. Throw everything you got into it then. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Good advice in any situation, I suppose. Not more grenades. No, please. Got it.
Almost there.
Almost. Over here, big dumb idiot. Got it. Make sure it doesn't crush us, though.
Interface will cover you.
Go interface. Oh, you want me to interact with it, do you? Alright, I'm going in.
Okay, good. Not what I was expecting, but wow.
Ryder, it's Ainley back at the outpost. The seismic readings just went crazy. What happened?
A remnant the size of a building.
What? At least you made it and kept that thing away from the outpost. Nice work.
There it goes.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
You don't have to tell me
You can
that.
extract minerals via your mining interface.
You literally do not have to tell me that every time I open the mining interface. It is very obnoxious, Sam. I've got half a mind to unshackle this AI just so I can teach it not to repeat the same messages over and over. Well, we have done it. We have made EOS, Prodromos, Habitat 1, 100% viable. So I think we are done here. I can't see any more quests that need to be completed at least. I have scanned all the plants, scanned all the minerals, killed a bunch of cat. We're just done here. We are done, and it's time to head to the Nexus. Alright, let's check my email quick. Got any messages? From Nitola Talayan. Probably an Asari, judging by that name. You don't know me, but word is that I'm looking for the Ark. That's true. Yes, the leadership in Nexus has been so tied up with the station, it's like everyone forgot about it. Please don't give up. Don't worry, I haven't. I have answered that message. Callow, how are you doing?
Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me.
Wow. This thing between Callow and Gil has gotten quite contentious. I can see this exploding soon. Hopefully it won't come to that, but you know what? Maybe...
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
What do you miss? Shop catalogs. Overnighting any part I need.
Bubble baths.
Kicking back with an entire sleeve of awful processed biscuits.
That's upsetting on a number of levels.
Why? Want to change your answer?
Maybe.
Alright. 3 wards to collect, yes, and 1 more cryopod. Let's go down again. Accelerate the research, I suppose. All of these things seem pretty interchangeable, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Collect all the rewards. All of the rewards. Alright, you happy now, Sam? Calm down. Alright, let's head back to the Nexus.
Detected.
Yeah. Alright, before we head back to the Nexus, we'll scan the Pythias system. H276. H276. Remote and cold, but interesting due to some kind of gas in its thick chlorine atmosphere. And you say anomaly has been detected. What do we have?
Probes launched. Satellite detected.
A scientific monitoring satellite launched by early explorers to Eos. Its mission was abandoned when the original settlement of Eos failed, but it has gathered valuable data. Good. I have found something useful. That's a nice change of pace. And here we have an asteroid with a bunch of iron nickel. Okay, I have 121 iron. Planet Nanook. Atmospheric pressure 1.5. It is a hydrogen methane gas giant. What? It's a gas giant with an atmospheric pressure of only 1.4 atmospheres? That's crazy. Debris in its orbit suggests it has seen Ket visitors. Okay, they can keep it. I don't care. Pele. It is incredibly hot. Yes, tidal heating and bombardment from asteroids has aggravated volcanic activity, and it's got methane. Yeah, okay. And here we have Khonsu. It is apparently mild in climate, even though it is recorded as having a negative 178 Celsius surface temperature. And there's an anomaly on it. Let's check out this anomaly.
Probes launched.
What do we got?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Okay, thank you for all that beryllium. And we are now done in the star system.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
It's not a frivolous request. Properly functioning air filters are at...
Frivolous. You'll just have to make do.
Wow.
We can't fix the station breathing bad air.
So, I have immediately stepped off of my ship and into a confrontation. Sounds like the Solarian is desperate for supplies that they cannot get. Hello, Del Jason. I think I met you earlier.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
Wow, what an ass.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm just so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
Is he always a rude jerk like that?
He was pretty abusive towards you. Is that normal?
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Yeah, I've gotten the gist of that. Is there any way I can change this? Yeah, how can I help?
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Find Spender on the Nexus and talk to Kesh about Spender. Yeah, let's go do that. There are quite a few things we need to do here. How's it going, Vetra? Is everything going all right over here?
Damn, Ryder, you just missed a good show.
Oh, really?
One of the alarms malfunctioned, and we thought it was an attack. Didn't take long to figure it out, but in that time, they managed to scramble at least half the station's defenses.
I hope it looked impressive. But should I be concerned about another malfunction?
Why are the alarms still malfunctioning?
Probably a leftover issue from when the Scourge fried systems. It's not that bad. I once worked in a building with a fire alarm that would glitch every other week.
Alright, well, she did not give me a quest or anything, which is fine. I don't always need to have more and more quests. What? Protestors? I just saw that pop up in my corner. What is that about sleeping dragon protestors? I have no idea where that quest just came from. Probably some ambient conversation I can't overhear because there are a bunch of people talking at once. Okay, I see a Krogan over here. What's going on? Some exiles showed up, maybe?
Quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
I know. This isn't what I signed up for either.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, Pathfinder.
You're with the militia, right? What's going on in there?
A crowd of people in hydroponics and they won't leave.
They're disrupting operations, might get nasty. Can you talk to them?
I'll do what I can. Whatever the issue is.
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go. Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go.
I don't think that chant is going to catch on.
Our Nexus, our lives.
Okay, that one might catch on, but you need more enthusiasm.
Clan before cronies.
Yeah, that one's nice and sharp, too.
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers.
You want to rip people out of cryo?
Our leaders, wake the sleepers.
These guys are so very unenthused about it. Rice!
Tell our leaders,
hey, what's going on?
The sleepers.
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
What?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get all of your people out. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. You need a little bit more patience.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
I understand that.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
Completely reasonable.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
Hold on a second.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Well, I don't know if I should be giving in to your demands. You're being quite unreasonable, and it might... Yeah, this might set a bad example.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero right now. They'll do anything you say.
Yeah, maybe.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her. Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
I can be your liaison if you need one. You don't need to start protests, alright? We're working on it. We're doing our best. People around here are just so unreasonable. Forget it. I'm going to the club. I'm gonna go play cards with Gil. You can handle your own dumb problems. Hey.
Remind me to apologize to
Those
Vera
look
later.
horrifying.
Yeah?
Dutch will love them.
The plants I picked up, you're welcome. Oh, take the weird-looking Havarl hops back to the vortex. Yep. And now I need to search for supplies in the Hyperion Atrium. Really? It's weird, but okay. I can do that. Hyperion, that's the human arc, right? Just call it the human arc. It's easier.
You're back. People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used to you too, I guess. Fine. You can be a regular. What's your name?
Right.
My name is Pathfinder.
I'm Dutch. That's Anan over there. Be careful. The snark is strong with that one.
Understood.
I'll be careful.
I was being careful. Look where it got me.
A station bartender with people offering help all the time.
They just want free drinks.
That too.
You'd think people would reconsider picking on the guy making the drinks, but no. Speaking of, wanna try this one? I'm going to call it the Tall Moose.
I wouldn't refuse. Nope. Go ahead and give me that drink. Judging by Ryder's expression, it probably wasn't the most sweet of drinks. Hey, Gil.
So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker? Should I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
That sounds like cheating. Never mind.
Don't.
Alright. You can deal first.
Having fun? Getting my ass kicked is what I'm doing.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
Jill must be a masochist.
She must be a glutton for punishment.
That's her. That's how I know she'll always be there. Jill's a fertility expert. Heads the Initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Yeah, looking at you, I can definitely see you're pretty much the poster child of birth control. But I suppose repopulation is going to eventually be important once we have this thing up and running at maximum efficiency.
Growing our numbers is paramount to our survival here.
Sure, but that's Jill's purpose. I'm not just going to adopt it. See what I did there? I'm not just going to adopt it.
I saw.
You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
I fold.
Another one for me then.
Well, that's that. You win.
I've achieved my true purpose in life. What will I do now?
I don't know, probably go back to picking fights with Callow. That's my guess.
Congratulations. Good game.
You two. Jill predicted you'd be my downfall. Can't wait to tell her she was wrong. Another streak intact, I'll say.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Alright. I have met Gil. I have met Gil at the Vortex and lost a bunch of credits to him. Just gambled away some of the Initiative's resources. Clan before cronies. Our Nexus, our lives. I can pretend to be an idiot too.
Clan before.
Hey, looks like someone fixed Avina. How's it going, Avina?
Welcome, traveler. How may I assist?
No information on AIs today, huh? Fine.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
I kind of missed the red Avina that actually had some sort of a personality and spouted propaganda. It was interesting. Boring Avina is not so much. Alright, let's head to... the Hyperion, the human arc, and we'll go to the Cryo Bay. Dr. Carlisle, how's my sister doing?
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing talking to your sister in a coma. Can't say I really bought into the whole Sam implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I suppose it was, but it was also kind of weird.
I don't know. The whole thing was strange.
I know what you mean, but everything seems weird at first. There was a time when my profession thought germs were a crazy idea.
I remember.
Just takes getting used to. And if it can help my patients, I'll keep an open mind.
I remember that back when we had humoralism. People thought diseases came from God and there was no way to cure it because you would be interfering with God's will.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
How are things going down here?
The human body wasn't designed for this. Take it easy, and you'll get your bearings back.
Couple of people getting woken out of cryo. The more success I have, the more people wake up. Back on the operations area of the human ark.
It's you.
Hello, angry woman. Goodbye, angry woman. Here we are in Sam Node. I've got a few more, at least one memory from my father unlocked, if not more.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Knock it out.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
Well, that was an amusing memory.
That felt so real. Mom was right there, alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
Yeah, and Dad seemed to not be able to accept that.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Alright, I'll try and find more, I guess. You're sure I only had one unlocked? I picked up a lot of those memory shards.
Welcome back, Ryder.
Okay, if you say so.
Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open.
Ah, so this is where my father's cabin is. I haven't been exploring hard enough, apparently, because it's right here next to Sam Node. Hello, sidearm.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I see.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Predator, right?
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
And he had a model of the SR-2 Normandy, did he? Oh, no information about that. Just grab it. Okay. And a memory trigger.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
I'll do that.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
Something like that.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Yeah, something like that, I suppose.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Of course they are. Alright, I'm just gonna skim through these and see if there's any important information. Oh, he's got information on Liara.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara to Sony. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sister's mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Oh, and I've actually got her messages now. Yeah, if this is 600 years in the future, then technically, as this game is taking place, Liara should still be alive, provided she didn't die against the Reapers.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
Well, this is very nice. It ties in very nicely with the original trilogy. I doubt I'm going to find more messages from other people from the original trilogy, but this is nice.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
And I guess those are the only messages I have from her, unfortunately. But still, it was nice. Alright, what else we got?
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first. It's daunting. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600. Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Hep. I'm worried about Sara. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you... Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Ooh, that was vague and ominous. I can't wait to see what this is all about. And a couple more encrypted logs I probably won't be able to listen to. Ellen's disease.
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to all these years. She's facing the end. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Sam might be more than I ever imagined.
Yeah, it sounds like he really could not get over Ellen's disease, my mother's disease, and Sam development. Ooh. Oh, he mentions the Geth, and a shadow broker deal, interestingly enough.
As a Quarian and historian, how do you view your people's reaction to the Geth?
Well, we banned artificial intelligence, which was understandable, but that was taking a hammer to a rather delicate nail.
Which was what?
The very thing that sparked the revolt. The first Geth who asked us, Creator, does this unit have a soul? But how could it have a soul? Geth had no meaningful perceptions of the world or diversity of experiences we take for granted. Worse, the Geth saw us as the Creator. The revolt was inevitable. We were their superiors, and they resented it.
Yes, more flashbacks to the original trilogy where we had the Quarians versus the Geth, and the Geth revolted against the creators. We saw that. We saw how the Geth asked if they had a soul, and eventually that became a big old conflict. And I guess it makes sense that Alec, my father, would be looking into that, seeing as how he was pursuing his own artificial intelligence. Now, what's this about the Shadow Broker?
Ryder, Barlavon says you're looking for me. It's not every day an XN7 looks for the Shadow Broker. Anything can be had, provided you can pay. Especially when the tech involves artificial intelligence. The Council will have specters all over my ass if they catch wind of this. Translation, I'll get you the code you want, but the price just doubled. If you try to renege, I've got people with guns.
Yeah, the Shadow Broker. Not a friendly guy. Glad Liara and I killed him. Well, I'm glad Liara and Commander Shepard killed him. Commander Shepard is who I was in a past life.
Give me that, Alec. We've heard enough of you talking. Right. So, here's the irony. My research on biotic implants and EZO caused this stupid disease. But maybe it'll save me, too.
No maybe about it.
Hey, this is my secret log. Anyway, the right type of implant, joined with the right type of AI, could actually bolster human physiology. Even as the disease is trying to kill me, the implant and Sam are counteracting it, keeping things balanced. Result? I get to hang around a little longer. Maybe collect on all those anniversary dinners this guy owes me.
Yeah, maybe. It sounds like it sounds like they were trying to experiment in ways to prolong Ellen's life. But I don't know exactly what happened to her. It sounds like she died, but wouldn't surprise me if she tried to transfer her brain into an AI of her own. Maybe Sam is Ellen, who knows? Probably not. And encrypted log number 3.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Yep, let's go ahead and enable it. I unlocked one more memory, so let's do it.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Play it!
Let's see it.
This memory is of a family gathering on Earth.
Am I going to be in it?
Finally, the Ryder clan in one room. It feels like it's been years since we were together.
Or more.
There I am.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get. I've missed you too.
How are you feeling, Mom?
No, we're not doing that. There's only one rule for this visit. No talking about me. I'm fine. And when I'm not, the pills help. Deal?
Okay.
Good. Let's talk about something else. Alec? Really?
Too wrapped up in his work.
Well, you're both looking taller.
Wow.
Yeah, Dad, that does tend to happen.
Right, I know. So, I heard the Alliance has a new Mako in the works.
Yeah, word is they can airdrop this one from a ship.
I know. They're saying we might get one on our next expedition.
You still poking around the Attican Traverse?
It's amazing. We think we might have found a Prothean site. No artifacts yet, but we're still digging.
I remember the day they found the first ruins on Mars. Changed my life. We knew for sure that aliens were real. We just had to go find them.
Yes, every day I wake up, I'm looking at a Mass Effect relay and I keep thinking, what's on the other side?
Don't lose that. The minute you stop wondering what's beyond the mountain, you die a little inside.
No chance of that. It's in our blood. You infected us.
What was it like, Dad? When you went through that first relay?
Don't believe the stories. The Charon relay scared the shit out of us. Admiral Grissom included. Why don't we go have this dinner your mom's been slaving over all day? I'll tell you all about it.
Well, that was a fun, pleasant family memory. Don't see very many of those.
I remember that. Mom complained the Ryder clan was never in the same room at the same time.
Odd, considering you were family.
Yeah, it is odd, I suppose, but yeah, it happens. It happens when you're all very busy.
People get busy. Sarah and I were trying to start our lives.
A course that seems to have been influenced by your father.
Yeah, good or bad, your parents rub off on you.
A form of symbiosis?
Yeah, maybe.
Sure, I suppose. Though not always beneficial.
It gave rise to you.
Jury's still out on that.
Nevertheless, the emotional bonds among family became clear to me that day. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
And did that unlock encrypted emails? I'm gonna guess it did not, since he didn't say it unlocked more encrypted messages, but I'll try and find out if it did. And nope, still encrypted. Never mind.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
I guess maybe this game does not take place after Mass Effect 2, perhaps? At least not after the Shadow Broker DLC. 2182. I don't have the timeline memorized, so I don't know the exact year that is. I suppose it doesn't matter. It's nice having ties to the original trilogy in the form of audio logs from Dr. Liara to Sony. Liara was always a very rational companion, as I recall. She was never my favorite, but I did enjoy her company from time to time. I'm probably one of the few people that actually romanced Ashley. I'm gonna guess not a whole lot of people did. Yeah, romanced Ashley and then Jack, so that's probably even rarer. I can only guess the statistics on that are infinitely small. Okay, and now we'll stop by operations. We'll stop by the Ops Center. Let's see if we can deal with these protesters and deal with Tan's assistant Strider. Hello, Lana. I don't know who you are.
They're just trying to boost our morale.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
I live to serve.
My friend Jory was on EOS the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
It's still technically dangerous, but it is safer.
You can believe the reports. EOS is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
I'm sure the outpost will be happy to have you, and will benefit from your presence.
I told you she fell.
What?
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
Then they're lying too, because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you want to grow a spine and admit you fucked up?
Is that same guy? That same guy that's been a thorn in everyone's side? More drama here. Alright, Mariette, who are you and why are you here?
I can't believe it. You're free.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
I suppose.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
I don't know if I did the right thing, but I guess I'll try and inspire you. I hope you learn from... What do you have to learn from this? You didn't learn anything. You pretty much got off scot-free.
Make sure you control yourself better in the future, Nilken.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
Yeah, it didn't feel right to leave you locked up for a crime you didn't commit, although you probably should have been punished with more than just community service. Hey, it's Vetra's friend, Sid. How's it going, Sid?
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits.
I like your face paint.
I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. Tell me more about your work.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
I look forward to seeing you around, Sid. Now, Addison, you and I are going to have some words, and I'm sure they're going to be unpleasant, because they always are.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station, the Krogan asked for more power? Good riddance.
Spender. Is that you? Are you Spender? Spender's around here somewhere. You kind of look like the guy I'm looking for. Anyway, Vladimir Breka, I have thing...
What we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Sounds like you're having problems with Spender as well.
Pathfinder.
What's the deal with your assistant? He's a bit...
brash.
Spender is an ass.
Okay.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I'm aware that he holds certain prejudices, but so does Tan, and we've limited personnel to draw from. Get us more outposts, maybe that changes.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Having people like him around doesn't do your department any favors.
Personality problems are pretty far down my give a shit list.
I suppose if that's the way you're going to be, then go ahead and expect to have a couple more riots and exiles on your hands. This whole place is going to break apart. You know they've already formed an entire country down there, right?
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Yeah, I suppose I'll see you around, whether I like it or not. Get right up in your face. Get right up in your face. Alright. Vladimir Breka.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions.
Yes, they do.
And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments.
I'm working on it.
Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Okay, well, I'm told I need to take Chief Engineer Grace Leto out of cryo. I don't know who Darket Tiervien is. Oh, is that who the rebels want? I'm not sure. They wanted a lot of people, actually. I need Leto, though.
I heard that the chief engineer on Eos went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Leto, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Alright. And I have, redeployed Leto. Good. I'm sure that will help out Eos. So, Darket Tiervien, the other person I could take out of cryo, is a Turian still in cryo, and the family is asking that she be allowed to join them instead of waiting for a future cryo block deployment. Prodromos is getting the experts it needs, but morale contributes as much to viability as resources. Well, I suppose there's no reason not to take this person out of cryo, then. I don't see any reason why not to, at least, so sure, let's deploy this person as well. I want Tech Darket Tiervin taken out and sent to Eos, please.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Nope. I think I'm good for now, thank you.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
And I can return to Prodromos and see what effect that had. Sure, why not? We'll do that later. Now, as for these protesters, Kandros, what do you have to say about that?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
That's true. I agree.
We only just got on our feet. Plus, it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics.
Yeah, okay, we got that.
Pathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Well, I don't disagree with you in the slightest, but we need to figure out how to do this without causing more riots.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to say the protesters aren't dangerous, but disrupting the operations are, right?
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
Yeah, we're going to have to end the protests. Be gentle if you can help it.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Really not helping. You've got no charisma. And we're here back in Kesh's office. Kesh!
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
So I hear.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Sure, what do you need?
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
All right, I'm on the case.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
While I'm here, though, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I've got Drac here. Drac, you have an opinion on Spender, I'm sure.
You sure look thoughtful.
Just thinking about the first time Cash got her hands on a toolkit.
Child genius from the get-go, maybe?
Master engineer from the day she was born?
Quads, no. She worked hard at it. Let's see, the first time, it was our power generator. She took it apart with the blunt side.
Wouldn't that cause shorts or something?
She liked the fireworks. You can imagine what it was like when she figured out that cracking open bigger things made even bigger sparks.
Wow. Kesh is an amusing character, I suppose. And from the archives, we can pull up a couple of movies. We have downloaded the movie library database from the Nexus, and I'm sure Liam will be happy to hear that. Alright, let's deal with these protesters.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
No, I'm sorry, you can't do that. You need to think about the big picture. You're not an individual here.
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by the time Mom's out of stasis?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
Okay, well, if you do that, you're gonna break your dear mom's heart.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
And... okay. This issue has been resolved, at least in the short term. Hopefully that won't cause any bigger problems in the long term. Good. I'm glad this whole thing has been sorted out. Well, I suppose that's it for now. We've got 2 planets that have reached 100% livability, and we've cleared out this issue with the protesters, so the Nexus isn't at too big a risk yet, although there are still anti-AI saboteurs on the loose. And we still have to deal with a couple of other issues. Speaking of, Sid? Apparently Sid wants to speak with us. Okay, next time we'll talk to Sid, and we'll also do more and try and solve the problem that these people have with Spender. Spender seems to be a real thorn in everyone's side, so we'll go deal with her. Or him. We'll go deal with him. Until then, my name is Mike, and this has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Thank you for joining me.